Free World Association, TFWA, is celebrating its 70th year of hosting duty-free and travel retail exhibition. All travel industry icons have gathered under one roof at Palais de Festival, Cannes. The weather is superb, exhibitors and us are enjoying this, but there is some serious business happening inside. Let's go and check that.
So concept of duty free is very interesting. I mean, it is actually duty free. When you are buying downtown, there are a lot of taxes, a lot of duties. For some reason, historically, government has allowed a part of the retail which is duty free. We typically operate in an international space. We buy goods from international brands and we sell them duty free to the customers. What has happened, and if you see this big exhibition around, is that traditionally people associate us very strongly with liquor, more so in India, wherein liquor was the historical business of duty free.
I think the trends we've seen is this consistent growth in spirits. Penetration in the category is still low. So penetration in spirits within the airports is 12%. So we've seen a trend with shoppers coming into the category, and depending on the airports and the location, purchasing behaviors are changing. If you look at the trend in travel retail in general, there is a change in shopper behavior and a change in what we call the mix of shoppers, where you're getting a lot more of millennials coming into the travel retail industry, you're getting a lot more of the emerging middle class. And if you look at the portfolio of products that are being purchased at the airports, it's very different than what was selling in the airports 10, 15 years ago.
Well, liquor is about 60% of our business. And after that is our perfume and cosmetics, which is about 19%. Now, globally, P&C represents about 40% of a typical travel retailer. That is very much in its infancy for us. So we're working very hard to bring more product and more innovation and more knowledge to the Indian consumer. We're actually undergoing a redevelopment at the moment in both our stores in arrivals and departures. By the middle of next year, and we're bringing about 5 or 6 new brands with within our perfume and cosmetics department. Some of these brands are not available on the Indian domestic market. So that's good for India, it's good for the brand, and it's very good for us as well.
I think that India is a fantastic market. Fragrance has always been a very important market for the Indian consumer. There is a lot of heritage, knowledge and appreciation of this market. And you all know Tiffany's, which is the symbol of what is the New York romance. It's a very important moment. It's the gifting period very soon. And therefore we are launching this new product in the market. And therefore I would just like to tell you, continue to love fragrances. We will disrupt the market, we will bring innovation to you, and we will be at your side for that.
It's a good occasion for us to look at brands, look at concepts, see what would appeal to an Indian customer, start a business relationship with them. So there could be people whom we are meeting for the first time today, but we would be launching their products in another 4 months from now.
We are here to introduce the new fragrance that will be on shelf on February 2018, and also will be present in Indian market starting end of February, mid of February. We are so proud to launch this fragrance. The name of the fragrance is Amo Ferragamo. Amo means I love. So Amo Ferragamo is something that is part of our DNA. And we developed a project coherent with our brands. We are extremely happy with the results. So it's really avvolgente. It's something that you can really smell on your skin, something that is strongly addictive.
Now I'm very happy to introduce our new baby. It's called Aura by Thierry Mugler. It's a new feminine perfume. This beautiful heart coming from the heart of the jungle. It's called Aura. Green. As you see, you don't have so many green perfumes in the industry. Very qualitative and beautiful to look through, especially when you are in the spotlight. It's going to be there next year for spring.
With Men, we continue our saga Uomo. We launched the Uomo almost 1.5 years ago. Then we put the second chapter that was more light version, and now we have a Uomo Signature, really an important version. This is quite strong, very masculine, black bottle, and the fragrance is also quite strong.
This beautiful baby. It's called Wanted by Azzaro. It has just been launched in India 2 weeks ago. As you can see, it's a very mainish product, very heavy. So it's glass, heavy glass and metal, very particular design, and absolutely great fragrance. Long lasting, very masculine. We want to, for the new James Bond of today, you know, and you know, we know the attraction of the Bollywood stars in India, you know, the fact that the real man, hero, fascinates the people. Basically Wanted, it's all about men.
So we are already discussing the calendars for the 18 launch, making marketing plans. Sometimes we are signing orders.
In a few weeks, we will have a new launch of the new fragrance of Ferrari Forte, where Forte in Italian means strong. This is, you know, our, I would say, jewel of the whole Ferrari, you know, family, and we do believe that this will be a breakthrough on the market. It's part of the main line of Ferrari, which is so-called Scuderia line. We are actually launching 2 more brands of our portfolio. One is Iceberg and one is Sergio Tacchini. The products which are, you know, remarking a tennis ball and gives the idea of, you know, the DNA of the brand itself. Sergio Tacchini is a sporty brand.
Indian industry has evolved quite a lot over the past 3 years. New airports have come up, extensive retail space has come up. The stores are really world class. So for anyone who's traveling through any Indian airport, be it Delhi, be it Mumbai, I can assure you that they are getting the best of the brands at the best of the prices and best of the promotions.
The trends we've seen in the category is the importance of Scotch. Scotch is still very vibrant within travel retail and growing. Gin is the fastest growing category within travel retail, albeit still a small part of the travel retail spirits category, but it is growing the fastest. And there's a lot of vibrancy in spirits, so a lot of new people coming into the category. The shoppers are changing, so we're getting a mix of shoppers coming into the category, but it's very vibrant.
Customer has evolved to a point wherein when he goes through Mumbai International Airport, he is not only looking for his liquor allowance, he is looking for a host of other things.
The way that the Indian consumer think about the uniqueness of products that they are interested, I do think that the Indian audience is perfect for the niche brands.
I can assure you that most of the buyers would find the experience of shopping in India to be a lot better.
So there's 2 differences that I see. If you look at the Indian consumer, they're more likely to purchase spirits in travel retail. So if you look at the average consumer, we spoke about penetration being around 12%. The Indian consumer, especially in the subcontinent of India, is definitely higher than the global trend. So the actual purchasing propensity in India is higher. So that's one difference that we see. A different trend that we've seen coming through in India and the shopper behaviors is that historically the Indian consumer was very, you know, brand loyalty is still there. Price consciousness and brand loyalty, you know, you got a brand like VAT69, which is very, very big in India. But consumers have been evolving and trading up to more premium brands, you know, from VAT69 to the likes of Johnnie Walker Red, from Johnnie Walker Red to Johnnie Walker Black. Johnnie Walker Black is a very, very big part of our portfolio in India now. From Johnnie Walker Black, you're getting the Johnnie Walker Blue consumers, and the promotions in India is now actually driving a trial of Blue. And even a step further, where you look at a brand like the Singleton, it's actually growing, which is a single malt in India, which is growing very well in our domestic business and in travel retail. So the Indian consumer purchase propensity is higher, so they're more likely to purchase in travel retail, and they're actually evolving to different price tiers within travel retail.
Duty-free industry also operates under government regulations and under allowances. So every Indian traveler is allowed to bring back 2 liters of alcohol and 50,000 worth of other things around, which is a lot of a lot of allowance to spend on. And thankfully, Indian duty-free industry, especially Mumbai, has evolved to add those kind of categories. I mean, you can buy a MAC lipstick, for example. You can buy a Christian Dior perfume. You can buy a Davidoff perfume. You know, we are selling dates. We are selling toys, we are selling so many other things beyond liquor and tobacco.
It's a country, and the India population is something that to us is a market to discover to the full potential.
Cannes has been very good for us this year. I understand it's a record turnout, both from visitors and both from exhibitors. And the innovation that I'm seeing coming from the brands and the suppliers is more than I've seen in previous years. They're really investing heavily in their innovation.
This exhibition is an institution for us. I love this to be here. In 2 days, in 3 days, we can cover the world. We don't need to travel. We see all the people from all over the world, from Australia to Japan, to Finland, to India, and we can present the new products for the next year.
This Cannes has been a fantastic Cannes. First of all, because it's the first time that we've been able to display the entire portfolio of both Coty brands and the P&G specialty brands we acquired 1 year ago. And the second reason is this is the new license that we just have for the last 2 days, Burberry, which is a fantastic brand, and we are very happy to incorporate Burberry into our portfolio of brands.
We have launched a very new and very special campaign called Mumbai Duty Free is Now Free. After doing a lot of research, we figure out that our customers, especially Indians, they want a good value from duty free. Therefore, we have launched this program called Mumbai Duty Free is Now Free. The core of the program being that we are working with third-party brands. We have tied up with other brands to give value back to our customer.
The hope we have is that we can grow steadily in the next years, because as India is one of the biggest economies in the world, I think it can be one of the biggest economies and markets to us also.
Well, this is all what the world of duty free is about. Now, let's take a short break. Stay tuned and keep watching to know what's going on inside Palais de Festival Cannes.